as you can probably tell, the background behind me, I nothing. Yeah, I don't have a VTuber background yet. Usually VTubers tend to have the background image like in a room so that the avatar appears like they're actually in a room. And I don't have that. I thought I could probably make my own background because I know how to use a 3D software called Blender. It's actually pretty easy and it's also open source. So what I'm gonna do in this video is that I'm gonna try to show you the process of making a background for VTuber avatars. I'm not an expert. I am very far away from being an expert, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna do a concept sketch first, which is why I'm in Krita, which is this open source drawing software. I got a few screenshots from the VTubers that I usually watch. I think this is one of the most common setups for VTuber screens, for VTuber streams and videos. So they usually have this box for the chat. Their avatar is usually on the left side, and then they usually have this table or a desk, and then they usually have some furniture in the background, and then they usually have the window as well. And then they tend to use a similar color scheme that they use for their avatars. So like you can see that she's using mostly purple, right? Because purple is like her signature color. Well, I don't stream. So what I think I'm gonna do is something a little bit more like this guy. He does have the chat on the right side, but then he places the avatar in the middle mostly, and then the room's a bit bigger as well. I would like to have this one day. Oh, I've got the most important thing for me. I need the cat ears. Okay, yeah, I think this is a pretty good setup. We'll probably have to figure more stuff out as I start making the actual room in Blender. Okay, so I just booted up Blender. It's been a while since I used a Blender. Hopefully I do remember this stuff. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is make the camera up. Then I'm gonna start making the room from here. I just realized I forgot to adjust how zoomed in the camera is. How much you're zoomed in matters quite a lot. Because if you're really zoomed out, it kind of gives this warping effect. While if you're really zoomed in, everything appears very flat. I think VTuber people usually tend to have a little bit flatter views, so that's what I'm gonna try to go for. And then I need to punch a hole. I just made edges only on the inside of the wall. If you see, the outside of the wall is just so flat. I'm gonna take the most stupidest way ever. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna delete. And then if I press delete here. Yes, okay, and we can see the outside. Cool. I think the window is done. So we can start putting in the furnitures. We'll probably have to get the bookshelf and the nightstand and the stand and the desk. So I'm not the greatest modeler in the world, so I'm gonna get them from online. Okay, so I basically lost a bit of my recording. During the lost part, I basically got a free model of a desk from a website. So yeah, basically what we need to do more is basically add more furnitures in the background. Actually, the bookshelf is, yeah, I don't like it. It's a bit weird, but I don't like it. So I'm gonna have to switch that out. I promise. Wall's a bit hard to see, so I'm just gonna add a temporary color to it so it's a little bit easier to see. So base color, let's just add it red. I think the main furnitures are in place at least. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start adding in these smaller decorations, like the small figurines and stuff. It's uncompatible. Again, it's not compatible. Why? Okay, so I managed to put this in. This Yu-Gi-Oh card with a bit of a metallic feeling. I managed to add in this Goku and this anime girl. Now I need to start adding in all the lights. I also need to add in more lights at the top. As you guys can see, this room looks a bit more like plastic. And the reason is that the material has a bit of reflectiveness to it. What I can do for this is I can increase the roughness. That way it looks a bit less nuanced. There we go. I'm gonna add in like a picture over here so it actually looks like a sky. I just think that the desk right now is a bit empty, so I think I'm gonna probably add a few things here, like the microphone and stuff. I don't think I explained this. You guys might be wondering how I'm gonna put the avatar inside the room when I actually just essentially just have a picture of this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make two images. I'm gonna first export the back meaning like all the furnitures, the room itself, that would be behind the avatar if I was to put my avatar model inside the room. And then I'm gonna export another image of the stuff that would be in front of the avatar. I use this software called OBS. Essentially what it allows is it allows placing a bunch of different stuff in layers over here. So this is my avatar. So what I can do is firstly place the background image behind me, behind the avatar, and then I can add the image of the stuff that would be in front of the avatar on top of the avatar layer. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now actually. Alright, so as I said, I exported the foreground and I exported the background as I have explained. I think I am finally finished. I will show you guys the result in 3, 2, 1. Woo! Finally done! Finally done. Oh gosh, this took a lot longer than I expected, I'll be honest. This took me like what, 5 hours to finish? I am so happy that it is done. I actually have a room now. My room's a bit darker than I wanted it to, so I might need to fix that a bit later. Also, the room is a bit bland, so I might put in more stuff later. But that's it for now. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. See you guys! Bye bye! I promise 잊지 않을게. 난 그동보다 빠르게 생각보다 빠르게. But you want more, but you want more. 짠, 딴, 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 딴. But you want more, but you want more.